Hello, I'm Stephen and welcome to my channel, The Boomer Man's Adventures. And let's start this off right from the beginning and say, I don't do push-ups. I don't. I can barely get off the floor. Well, I can if I'm sitting, but I'm a fairly fittish guy, but not that fit. I'm 62, coming up to 63. And years and years ago, I went to the gym, and years ago, I went to aerobics and spent loads of money doing things. I never really changed my body shape because I didn't lift any weights. I just pranced about and got sweaty. I remember once going to an aerobics class and they didn't have the aircon on, and I get really hot and sweaty. I can't help it. I do. I'm like a fat lass in a chip shop with no money, but I sweat like a pig. And I just was dancing to this thing, and all of a sudden I could see at the front the mirrors start misting up, and they misted up and they misted up and they misted up, and it was quite a small studio. And the class instructor said at the end, somebody's hot. And I just knew it was me. I could feel my internal core boiling, and all of a sudden people couldn't see themselves in the mirrors, and that was down to me. Then I'd get picked up afterwards and the car would steam up even with the aircon on. So I do mind a little bit of fitness, but I don't do push-ups, I don't do squat thrusts, and I don't do burpees. Nope. But the message in this video is, how do you keep reasonably supple and flexible as a boomer in your 60s? Well, I'll tell you what I do. Recently, we've been starting to do dumbbell workouts, standing dumbbell workouts, 3 to 5 kilograms, 15 to 20 minutes, through YouTube videos that we've been watching. There are a score of them, and they're really interesting. They last about 15-20 minutes. Some of them are full body. They still don't mean you get down on the floor, but when you finish you think, that was great. It's to music that's pulsy, like a dance soundtrack. So it's probably to do with copyright. They're not exactly going to play Dua Lipa, but they do play some reasonable music. So mostly importantly, no waffle, no comment, just a little timer down in the corner. I'll post a link actually to the ones that we do and below, and you can see. And if you do, or if you found any wonderful videos that involve dumbbell workouts, please comment below and let us know. But I think it's really important to know your own physical fitness or your own physicality. I won't kid you not, I weigh maybe 2 stone overweight, right, despite being reasonably in shape. But according to the body mass index, I'm bordering clinically obese. I have to say, a couple of times in the past I've tried GLP-1s, but do you know what? I didn't lose enough to warrant that much money, and I'd rather have that much money for treats and adventure and holidays than spend it putting God knows what in my body. So I love my food. I didn't want my food noise switched off. God, the last thing I'd want. I really love food, and I'm not talking about vast portions, but we both love cooking and I love food. But with regards to fitness, in the past, in 2013, I ran the London Marathon. I did. I did, and I finished it. I kind of got chatting on the way around to all the people from Macmillan, so my time wasn't spectacular, but and I've done it. In fact, I've trained twice for a marathon and then lots of half marathons in between. And I did a cycle ride when I was younger, 100-mile cycle ride in London. I kind of say I walked up the hills in Surrey, but I still completed it. It was all right. But the key message here is you can still remain supple. One of the things that Eamon and I, Eamon's my husband, said that we wanted to, when we got older, and we're of similar age, he's 4 years older, so he's 66, I'm 63 in November, we wanted to walk upright and walk with purpose. That was it. We didn't want to look like Muscle Marys. We know that's not us, but we wanted to protect our bones, build our muscle from home or just outside, and walk upright and avoid the care homes. That's what we wanted to do. So my message really today is that if you want to do that, look at other people, look what other people have done of our age. don't go looking at 25-year-old bodybuilders or gym bunnies. We're not going to keep up. Some of us might, some of you might, and if you are keeping up with a 25-year-old and you're 65, well, great. Hats off to you, really. I've seen people in the gym older than me, of plus size people as well, and all I've thought is, fantastic. You're doing something. You're doing something to self-improve, and I think that's really, really important. But so what we do every other day, we do dumbbell workouts through YouTube. They're called standing dumbbell workouts, or they'll call full body high intensity workouts. They still leave you a bit drained, but they're 20 minutes. You could do that as a retired person if you've got the physicality and physical health at the moment, and then get on with your day every other day, and you've done it. And of course, walking, I love to walk. I think it's great. My friends and family have always said that I walk almost the pace that they could run. I can't help it. I don't have a big stride. I'm only 5'9", but I do walk fast. I don't get too breathless, but I'm generally listening to music through my earbuds. And of course, then I stride to the beat. And there's nothing better than striding to the beat. Stick a Dua Lipa on and away you go. It's training season every day. But so I do really, really like to walk, and Eamon likes to walk too, just to keep ourselves, we're never going to be Slim Jims. We love our food. Eamon loves his wine. I quit wine in February. In fact, I quit all alcohol in February for no reason other than it affected my tummy. But I do miss it, I have to say. But so we have a little bit of alcohol, he does. We eat sensibly, blueberries, Greek yogurt for breakfast. Sometimes we'll have a fry up. We're not going to deny ourselves anything in life, to be honest. Not now we've earned it, and not now we can say yes and no to things with gay abandon. But so that's what we're going to do. So we try to keep fit, and the way we can do it really is some dumbbell workouts to build up our muscles, to build up our strength and our bones. And we take a vitamin D, the sunshine vitamin D. Not that we miss sunshine in the UK with this summer with 4 heat waves on the bounce. So when it's not this hot and roasting like a furnace, then we will go out walking around the village, walking out. And of course, we might take a city break, and then we will walk anyway. Try and get some steps in. Not too fussed about steps and facts and figures. This is making us feel that something is better than nothing, and it really is easy in retirement to get in that armchair and hunker down and watch endless Bargain Hunt and Homes Under the Hammer, which for you US and overseas watchers are two very popular daytime programs for those with little to do, but they are interesting, they're lovely. But it's easy to get caught along with that, so we'll get out, get some sunshine, get walking, and then do these dumbbells. So if you've got any tips for over 60s that will not do push-ups, burpees or squat thrusts, then please, I'd love to hear them below, because it's always looking at new ideas of keeping fit and supple. Resistance bands, maybe somebody might be using resistance bands, or a dance class that you like online on video that I don't have to go too far, because I'm not going to drive to a gym now. I'm not going to pay money on a gym when that could go to a week in Torremolinos. So that's us. But listen, thank you very much. If you enjoyed this video, I've got lots of videos like this coming along down the line. I am a new starter on YouTube, so do like and subscribe. I know you're asked every time you watch a video, but I'm sure it's going to help me and make me a millionaire, and then I might share it with you, but then again I might not. So do that, do like and subscribe, and comment that you've watched it and what you think of it and what you think of my pace, not what you think of me. I'm not here for foul comments, you keep those to yourself. Okay, listen, take care everybody, and thank you. And this is the Boomer Man's Adventures, and I'm Stephen, and thank you for watching. Tatty bye.